pasado 5 años en medio de una guerra. ¿Ah? 5 años en medio de una guerra. Dimitri pierde un ojo. Ha luchado por 5 años seguidos. Y me vas a decir que ninguno ha subido su nivel. Ni siquiera han subido en 5 años. ¿Qué clase no sé, de inútiles son ellos?
XXPCLD XX is now live. Streaming Fire Emblem, Three Houses, 5 años después, Dimitri pierde un ojo y no han subido stats en una guerra.
No sense.
At your service.
Wasted effort. Minutos de chela en cada leche. En cada tipo. I'll comply.
I'd be honored.
The situation is dire. Here's my strategy.
Child! You're soft!
Nice try.
Don't blame me.
That was close. I owe you.
Long time no see, Professor. I always knew in my heart that we'd meet again. I knew
Hunt them like beasts! With each kill, more monstrous.
Perdió un ojo. Y ahora que sí,
Don't bother haunting me.
Leave my sight!
One to remember. I still need...
I aim for greatness.
I owe you.
Thanks so much.
We must be prudent. No! I'm not the one you want! I guess It isn't looking good for us. Should we retreat? You didn't plan on letting him get away, did you?
It was the only way. Much appreciated.
Ready when you are.
Still a...
I don't need help.
Wow, thanks.
They won't see this coming.
Obvious. Work. Is that it? Obvious.
I thought it would be easy money. Maybe it wasn't.
Your Highness! Professor! I'm so glad you're both—
Why are you here?
Did you forget? We all made a promise on this very day 5 years ago.
Dimitri, weren't you the one who asked that we all meet up here?
Don't be silly. Of course you remember our promise. That's why you and the professor are here, right?
Your Highness, I have been following news of your whereabouts for a while now. I am relieved to have finally found you.
Do not call me that. I am not a prince, but a walking corpse.
That is what we all believed, but it is not so. I can see with my own eyes that you are alive, Your Highness. But the jail cells in Enfriamiento are as solid as they come. How did you manage to...
do? He's dead. He died in my place.
I see. We will be sure to honor his loyalty, Your Highness. As for the state of the kingdom, the lords from the western regions have declared their fealty to the Empire, starting with House Rome. Cornelia's band of traitors now refers to kingdom territory as the Fargus Dukedom. They've made Enfriamiento their stronghold as they continue to invade the eastern region. There is much to tell you. I will explain everything in time.
Well, it's not like all of the kingdom's lords have sided with the Empire. There are plenty of houses, like mine and Felix's, that remain stubbornly opposed.
Your Highness, please allow us to take up arms at your side once. What we need more than anything isn't soldiers, money, or supplies. We need the legitimate heir of Fargus to overthrow the Empire and reclaim the kingdom. Such is your duty. It is yours alone to bear, and well worth fighting for. Only you can gather our troops and lead us back.
I see. So, you all agree that we must fight back. And you see how that woman, how the Empire cannot be forgiven. That we must wipe them all out until not a single one of them remains.
Wipe them all out? I don't think any of us here are suggesting anything that extreme.
Professor, there is something I would like. Please, join me inside the monastery. To think you survived under all that rubble for the past 5 years. I suppose stranger things have happened, odd as that is to admit. There is still much I would like to ask you, but I think that's enough. On that day 5 years ago, during the battle with the Imperial Army, Lady Rhea went missing. Since then, the Knights of Seiros have continued searching for her. And I hear they have yet to find any promising leads. As the Empire has yet to release a statement, it's hard to imagine that she has perished. And yet... No, never mind. Once news of your survival gets out, everyone will flock back to the monastery. After that battle, a certain incident took place in Ferdiad. Rufus, who was serving as King Regent, was murdered. I was once a knight in service of the royal family. I resigned from the Knights of Seros and returned to serve the kingdom. However, this is madness. You truly claim that His Highness is the one who killed Rufus?
Oh, but it's true. The only one who could slip past the bodyguards and kill so efficiently is the young prince. You can't deny it.
Rufus is Prince Dimitri's uncle. His Highness is incapable of such an atrocious crime as murdering his own blood.
Ah, but they were never very close, were they? It's a well-known fact among former retainers. There are even rumors that Rufus was originally involved in the tragedy of Dusker. Perhaps His Highness believed those rumors and murdered Rufus in a fit of rage. But I'm afraid none of that matters now. The decision has been made. His Highness will pay for his crime with his head. His sentence will be carried out the day after tomorrow. On that day, the royal bloodline will come to... All you have left to do is sit back and watch, you senile old fool. Watch as the kingdom you love falls to ashes.
It was soon after announced that his sentence had been carried out. With His Highness's death, the royal bloodline of House Blathid was erased from this world. True, since the execution and the prince's corpse were concealed from the public, there have always been those who believed His Highness was still alive. As for myself, I only began to hope 3 years ago, when I chanced upon some compelling rumors. An Imperial platoon attacked without warning. Incident after incident of Imperial generals being slaughtered in Kingdom Terror. It is said that each died in such a brutal, gruesome way that it is hard to imagine they were killed by... I followed the rumors to location after location. Eventually, I had seen enough. Finally, after a half-decade of torment, it happened. I fear his deep hatred and the weight of his solitude have consumed him for far too long. We must bring him back from the edge on which he stands. To that end, I must speak with His Highness. I imagine it will not be a quick or easy conversation. I pray that he is of a mind to speak of such things. I am certain that my words will... never mind. What must be done, must be done. I would wager that you are weary after the day's events. Perhaps you should take this opportunity.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Guardian Moon. The Delusional Prince.
Delusional Prince.
Prince Dimitri and the remnants of the royal army join with the remaining Knights of Seros to form a revitalized kingdom army. Using Garreg Mach as their base of operations, they rise to action against the Empire.
You? So you were alive.
Professor, it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you.
Gilbert has told us everything. From here on, our strength is...
Does my heart well to see that all of you are safe. Now that we have all gathered, let's discuss our next course of action.
We have two objectives. To overthrow the Empire and to rescue Rhea. I have no objection to joining forces with you. After all, our interests are aligned.
Nothing could be more reassuring than securing the cooperation of the Knights of Ceros.
The Archbishop entrusted all of her affairs to you. From now on, I shall comply with your wishes.
We'll make Garrick Mach our base, and prepare to make our stand against the Empire. There is a fair amount of damage, but we will at least have shelter from the wind and rain.
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a highly strategic location.
While it may be a strategic location, it's too far from the front lines to be worthy of notice at the moment. This area is inconvenient as far as transport time is concerned, so it's of little importance to their war effort.
Even so, nothing slips past the Emperor. It is safe to assume she at least has this place under surveillance.
Professor, what do you think about making this place our base? Fortunately, there are still villages and hamlets nearby, and though I wouldn't call them abundant, we have war funds as well. What do you think, Your Highness?
Do as you please.
Hey, don't act like this doesn't concern you. We finally reunited after all this time. We've got to work together.
She's right. In fact, why don't we all join forces and clean this place up a bit?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. And it'll give us time to reminisce about all the good old days at the Academy. I can't wait!
How carefree of you.
It may sound trivial, but, well, I think it's a good idea.
I understand feeling impatient, Your Highness, but patience is key at a time like this. If we fix up our base, it will improve morale, which will be sorely needed as we...
Fools. Stay out of this.
Please, calm yourself, Your Highness. We are not your enemies.
My enemies say the same.
What happened to him? It's like he's a completely different person.
I feel so bad for him. Would it help if I brewed him a nice pot of tea?
I cannot claim to understand how he feels. However, the way he's behaving, it's as though he's being haunted by some unseen force. Perhaps.
Thank you.
We have a gift already, so Your Highness, I have a request.
Do you have time for a request?
Now that I think about it, maybe I wasn't taking the situation seriously enough. I was just so happy to see you again. And everyone else too. Maybe I got carried away. Oh, really?
Hey, Professor, care to join me for a cup of tea? We could invite the others, doesn't it? Oh, I should invite Dimitri, though I don't suppose he'll want to...
Hey, I could use a hand.
I need a favor.
You're kidding. There's so much. He was always so tense. Hey,
Oh. Greetings. You know, I almost, even if the...
Hello.
Hey!
Got a favor to ask. Got a favor to ask.
You've done me a great service.
Pardon me.
An awful lot has happened. I'm glad you're back.
I'm getting the...
Okay.
These past 5, the major houses of Fraldar, but the lords of the, after all the royal but we still have His Highness, and you, Professor.
Right. Maybe. No matter anything you ask.
Professor!
No, anything you... No, anything you... During the but now, the Alliance.
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk. Hey, don't get mad. I was... forget it. What do you need? Well, you're not... I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying, and everything got a bit... Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life. I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble. I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way... I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things. Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, the heads of those... Do you get it? See? I knew you'd get it. These girls don't love me. They love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl, and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. I understand. I know better. I used to think... You know what? You were free.
Okay. Rumor had. No.
Yes. During his search, as a result.
Well.
Let's see. It seems, however, I hope the
Hi there. Really?
Hello. I have a request. I can hardly look at the thing in the state it's in. Do something about it. Please do. We tracked the boar for 5 years. I thought he was dead. In the state he's in, he might as well be. He's gotten better at killing people. And in exchange, surrendered what little humanity he had.
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
And Lady Ray, know that wherever you might lead us, I'll continue